Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari
Isn't it a bit baggy? Let's go. I don't know. I think people might be going Harry now. Nadi's got a few rounds.
I think if the money's leave now, they won't make it. It's from a decade. Yeah, I just want to trade. Okay, but it's not that bad. Because that soundtrack is part of Black America. I knew it. Thank you. Very good. I don't even know actually.
I wanted like a drop, but like not messing it. Not change a beat, just like that. I did that instinctively, but I thought, hold on, everyone's looking at me like this, not expecting. So then I kind of went like, there's never any. You can always go back. You can always go back. Thanks for being here.
Are you guys singing?
Or are they continuing? Okay. I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I'll just sit here.
should they turn it down for you? You sing in Bhaktivedanta Manor?
Yeah, oh yeah, you should play, that would be nice.
You have 3 microphones. If you need, you have 3 microphones.
I'm taking 2 away.
Yeah, don't give me so many mics. And I'm not gonna play along. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. What an amazing kirtan, right? That was so beautiful. Thank you so much to all our guests who led such a beautiful kirtan and brought such an amazing atmosphere to the temple. Thank you so much to all of you. It's been a blessing to have you here today. So now we're going to have a Bhagavad Gita class. So before, we usually sing Jai Radha Madhava prayer. So if you know the words, please join.
Thanks, Prabhu. We're going for Hari now. Is that okay?
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradari Gopi Janavalabha Girivaradari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtadarshad Shishimat. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajacharya Ashtadarshad Shishimat. His Divine Grace Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Namacharya Shri Haridas Thakur ki. Prem se Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadgora Bhakta Vrinda ki. Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shri Amakundara Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki, Vrindavan Dham ki, Mayapur Dham ki, Jagannath Kshetra Dham ki, Ganga Mai ki, Yamuna Mai ki, Tulsi Maharani ki, Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki, Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda ki, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jai. Can I have Bhagavad Gita? Oh, thank you. Okay, so let's say the invocation prayers. Oh, actually, before we do that, I would like to seek the blessings of all assembled Vaishnavas. Please bless me so that I can speak something of value and something which is definitely in agreement with the words of Bhagavad Gita. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we're reading from chapter 4, text 19. Yasya sarva samarabha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagni dagda karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. Would anyone like to try? Give it a go. Yasya sarva samarambha kama sankalpa varjitaha yanagni dagda karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. Anyone else? Okay, so word for word, yasya, one whose, sarva, all sorts of, samarambha, attempts, kama, based on the desire for sense gratification, sankalpa, determination, varjitaha, are devoid of, jnana, of perfect knowledge, agni, by the fire, dagda, burned, karmanam, whose work, tam, him, ahu, declare, panditam, learned, buddha, those who know. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned by the fire of perfect knowledge. If you could please repeat. One is understood to be in full knowledge, whose every endeavor is devoid of desire for sense gratification. He is said by sages to be a worker for whom the reactions of work have been burned up by the fire of perfect knowledge. Purport. Only a person in full knowledge can understand the activities of a person in Krishna consciousness. Because the person in Krishna consciousness is devoid of all kinds of sense gratificatory propensities, it is to be understood that he has burned up the reactions of his work by perfect knowledge of his constitutional position as the eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is actually learned who has attained to such perfection of knowledge development of this knowledge of eternal servitorship to the Lord is compared to fire. Such a fire, once kindled, can burn up all kinds of reactions to work. Om Jnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruvei Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Svayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopasha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radha Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabha Nusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai. So this is a very beautiful verse. Hare Krishna. I just wanted to go through the translation, through the purport bit by bit, and we just discuss it briefly. We don't have much time, so just want to say a few words, and then also would like to say a few words about Srila Prabhupada. So first, when we look at the purport, it is said, only a person in full knowledge can understand the activities of a person in Krishna consciousness. My laptop is not working. That means Krishna wants me to speak from my heart. So only a person in full knowledge can understand the activities of a person in Krishna consciousness. Yes, and somehow, I was really, when I was reading this verse, I was really inspired. Shri Radha Gokulananda ki, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Shri Gaura Nitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai. Just as soon as I read that verse, I was very inspired to speak about Srila Prabhupada. I wanted to know, does everyone know who is Srila Prabhupada? Is there anyone here who perhaps heard but doesn't know so much in details? Don't be shy. If you don't know, that means that this class has a meaning. Anyway, probably you've all heard about Srila Prabhupada. He's our founder Acharya. He's sitting here on my left-hand side, and he's the one who brought this Krishna consciousness to the West. And his achievement was amazing because he just surrendered himself completely, and he just completely trusted the instruction of his spiritual master, who told him, you should go to the West and bring this Krishna consciousness with you and spread Krishna's message. Because it is said here that person in Krishna consciousness is devoid of all kinds of sense gratificatory propensities. And what does it mean? Actually, the sense gratificatory propensities means that we want to do things that we like. We want to feel good. We want to do things that bring us pleasure. And Srila Prabhupada, when he was ready to actually execute the message that his spiritual master gave him, the instruction, he got that instruction when he was 26, but he had a family, he had his job, he couldn't immediately leave everything and go to the West and preach. It took some time for this desire was always there, but for this instruction to be ripe in Srila Prabhupada's heart, so he can actually execute it. And he did it. Actually, how he did it shows even better, even more, his complete surrender and his complete detachment from sense gratification. Because he was 69 years old when he set off from India to America to preach Krishna consciousness. And during that journey, he had 2 heart attacks. He was going on the cargo ship. So, he was going to completely foreign country. He never left India before. And he was not used to cold weather. He was not used to Western culture. The way he was brought up was his father took a lot of attention to protect him from the Western negative influence. He always wanted him to grow up into a Vaishnava. He would go around and pray to everyone, please bless my son to become a devotee of the Lord. And he put a lot of endeavor to teach him how to play mridanga, to teach him deity worship. He never wanted him to go and do career in the West. And Srila Prabhupada, so was really so saintly and so pure, and yet he was ready to go to the West and to leave his comfort and for the sake of others. So this is example of sacrificing someone's pleasure, someone's sense gratification for the higher purpose. And so he really did it. He just, many people were telling him, don't go, you are old, you will die there, you will be cold, and you will not be able to adjust. But he did it, and he only had like 40 rupees with him. He didn't have proper place to stay. He would stay in very poor condition, among even drug dealers and drug addicts, and he was not really disturbed by it, because he was so determined that he is here to execute the mission that his spiritual master asked him to do. He is here to execute the instruction from his spiritual master, and that desire really drove him. It wasn't desire for his own pleasure. It was desire to please Krishna, to please his spiritual master. And that is example of someone who is described here, who is devoid completely of sense gratificatory propensities. And it is said that means that person has burnt up the reactions of his work by perfect knowledge of his constitutional position as the eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And that is the knowledge that really drove him, because that's what the main teachings of Bhagavad Gita is, that we are the spirit soul and not the body. And as soon as we understand that we are the spirit soul, then why would we act for the gratification of the body, right? But until we understand that, then we are really trying to give pleasure to this body, because we think that's who I am. But the situation, our situation in this material world, is a bit like, there's one story that a man was in a jungle, and there was a tiger running after a man, and he wanted to eat that man. And that man somehow managed to climb up the tree. But as he was climbing up the tree, he slipped. So in the last moment, he held to the branch, and he's holding to that branch, and below him there is a tiger, there is also a snake, and he's holding to that branch, and the branch is being bitten by 2 rats. Slowly, they are biting this branch. So this is the situation, that the man is hanging on that branch, and from below and from above there is danger, but somehow even higher there is some small not beehive, it's not beehive, but the nest, the bees are there, and yeah, like maybe somehow a small beehive, and they are dripping, the honey is dripping from that place. So then the man there's few drops dripping on his tongue, and he thinks, oh, this is so nice, this is so pleasurable. It's not that bad actually. So more or less this is really describing the situation, our situation in this material world. We are trying to get some pleasure, some few drops of honey, so that we forget that about all the suffering that is here in this material world. And it may sound very negative, but it's rather something that opens our eyes, because sometimes we want to just take this honey so that we don't feel that pain and of this material world. That's what most of us are doing. We're running away from actually that pain. But it is said in Bhagavad Gita that we have to feel that pain sometimes, because unless we do it, unless constantly we are somehow numbing that pain, we're not able to realize that our disease. It's just like, when, for example, we are very sick and we keep taking painkillers. We keep taking painkillers, and in that way we feel that we're okay. But what is happening? Does it cure our disease? No, right? And disease is progressing because we are not addressing the root cause of our disease. But we're just delaying actually the diagnosis. But the sooner we face the fact that, we have some disease, and the sooner we ask the doctor, okay, what is the cure, the sooner we can actually be cured. So in the same way with the biggest disease that we have is that we think we're the body. We identify with this body, and that's why we're trying to gain some pleasure by satisfying the body. But this is like taking a painkiller, because the real pain is caused because of our forgetfulness of our real identity, which is the soul, that we are the soul. And as soon as we diagnose this, that, okay, I am not happy, I'm not happy not because I didn't get this job, not because I didn't get this grade, not because this relationship didn't work out, or not because this is how I look, or this is how this person behaved towards me. This is not the real cause of our unhappiness. The real cause of our unhappiness is because we lost our connection with our source of real source of happiness, and that is Krishna. Krishna is the source of all happiness, and he is the source of our existence, and he is the source of everything. And he is like this, like we have the, how do you call it, the plant, where the energy comes from. Sorry? I can't hear.
Photosynthesis?
Oh, that's plants. Yes, because I mean the place from where energy comes, that generates energy. Like, I couldn't hear. Anyway, we all kind of know what it is about, and from that place comes all the energy that we get in our sockets, that we can have light at home and we can have electricity in the sockets. But there is a place from which this energy comes, which it's distributed from. And in the same way, Yeah, something like that. So, in the same way, Krishna is the source of our life, and He's the source of happiness. He's the source of our existence and our real feeling of satisfaction. And that's why, as soon as we identify it, that okay, this is the reason that I don't feel happy, this is the real reason, then what's the next step? They need to find out, okay, what's the cure? And if we are not well and we need the cure, then who do we need to go to? The doctor. And who is our doctor here is Srila Prabhupada. And he actually, of course, he gives us the knowledge that comes from Krishna directly through the chain of the cyclic succession, is the medicine. And it's quite interesting because Srila Prabhupada was a pharmacist in his profession, and actually he gave us all medicine. The real medicine that he gave us was the holy name. The process of chanting, hearing, and he gave us the real medicine, that how we can cure ourselves from our material contamination, and how we can really understand our real identity as the spirit soul, and yes, be connected again to our source of existence, our source of happiness, and in this way be happy. So that's what is said here also, that that the person who is bereft of all the sense gratificatory propensities, it is understood that he has burned up the reactions of his work by perfect knowledge of his constitutional position as the eternal servitor of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes, so it is speaking here about full knowledge, the real knowledge. You know that we have so much knowledge and of this world, and maybe someone may have a PhD degree or master's degree in this particular subject, but even if the person has few degrees, but can they have all the degrees? No, it's not possible. And even if they have all the degrees that's possible, then is it really full knowledge? It's not, because the full knowledge is what we have just said, that we are the spirit soul and the servant of God. Also, that's the full knowledge actually. And Srila Prabhupada would also say that we have so many universities that teach us so much about different material subjects, but we don't have the university that teaches us about the soul, that we are the soul. And this is why we are so lost in this world, and we are trying to find the happiness where there is no happiness. And why is it important to change it, to shift that propensity for sense gratification? Have you heard about karma? Anyone would like to say what is karma? Yes? You want to say? In like simple words, what is karma? Karma means activity actually, and we, depending on our activities, we may do good things or we may do not good things, and we will get accordingly the reaction, good or bad. And as long as we keep accumulating good or bad reactions, that's why we need to get another body to then receive those reactions. But here what is being spoken about, that the person who is in perfect knowledge, that they know, I am the soul, I am the servant of God, and all they do is just engage in service to the Lord without thinking about me and mine, what I like, what I want to do, such a person is, they are not accumulating any more karma, and they are also burning all previous karma. This process is called akarma. That is the process when a person is acting for Krishna's pleasure. And how can we do it practically? Because maybe it may sound like some magic, and how do we actually do it? But actually it's accessible for all of us. Srila Prabhupada really gave us example how to do it, and he was a perfect example of someone who is completely acting just for Krishna's pleasure. And we may not be on that level, but we can take small steps in our journey so that we can also shift that consciousness and start acting for a little bit more for Krishna, a little bit less for myself. So for example, one thing that we all can do, everyone needs to eat and everyone likes to eat, and yes, it's a simple thing. We usually like to eat things that we like, of course it is natural, but there is a way to eat in such a way that we can connect to Krishna, we can come closer to Krishna, we can please Krishna. So we just have to, Krishna says, Patram pushpam palam toyam yomam bhaktya prayachati. So you can offer me a leaf, a flower of water with devotion. So for example, when we want to cook something for ourselves, we can try to think actually, what can I offer so that Krishna will accept it? And Krishna says that he accepts fruits, milk, vegetables, grains. He doesn't accept non-vegetarian items. So if we try to think like that, okay, maybe I can try to do this, then we will see that gradually we will develop that thinking which is more about Krishna's pleasure, not just about my pleasure. And another thing, and actually is the most important thing, is the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So this is something that we all can do anytime, and with our family members we can try to chant together, and you will see that's another way of connecting to Krishna, because the sound is actually something that can really wake us up. Like in the morning we wake up because the alarm clock goes on, so that's the waking up for the body. And the Maha Mantra is the waking up, the alarm is the alarm for the soul, because this Maha Mantra is the sound that comes from the spiritual world, it's not from this world. And that's why if we want to cure ourselves from this material contamination, if we want to understand who we really are, this is our medicine. This is what we said, Srila Prabhupada gave us, that medicine, that Maha Mantra. And the more we take it, the more we will feel in peace, and the more we will feel happy, the more we will understand our identity, the more we will understand the nature of this world and how we should act in order to come closer to Krishna, in order to actually be happy in a real way. So these are like some small steps that we can all take today. We can try chanting, we can try offering food to Krishna, we can try to come closer together, associate with others who are also on the same path, and we can also try to read books. Like today you are all here and you are listening to Bhagavad Gita, and this is very purifying. So we all can have our Bhagavad Gita at home, or another book by Srila Prabhupada. There's many books at the reception that you can get. And together with your family members, you can try to read every day one verse, and within a year you will read half of Bhagavad Gita. If you read 2 verses every day, then you will finish it in 1 year. And then you can do a little bit of kirtan, and together come closer to Krishna. So this is a gift from Srila Prabhupada, very precious and very rare. You all are very special souls that you are here. It is said that among many, many millions, only one comes to Krishna consciousness. So please take advantage of this opportunity that Srila Prabhupada gave us and make your life successful. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Is there anything anyone would like to say or ask? We just have 1 minute. Thank you so much. So we are about to start Arati, so please everyone can slowly stand up and we'll start up. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.